Joining us, the head coach of the Cavaliers, Jamie Cluesman. We've reached what I always find to be one of my favorite games of the season. It's senior day. UVA is set to take on Catawba. And, Coach, thanks to your team's run down the stretch here, you've already locked up a berth in the SAC tournament. A little bit of that pressure is off now, especially after that win at Tusculum. Talk about the play at Tusculum before we get into senior day.
Oh, it was a great team win. I think it's probably the best we've played in probably at least a month or so. We kind of were firing on all cylinders, and I felt like Nia came out defensively and set the tone very early for us. But again, across the board, everyone bought into what we were trying to do, and I think they executed the game plan to a T, and we came out with a win.
If it's cool with you, as opposed to doing what we normally do and talking a lot about Catawba, I just like to try to talk about our three seniors mostly today. These three women and what they've done for our program. So we'll start there, and we'll go in order of how long they've been here. So we'll start with Meg and Meg Crawford and what she's brought to your program, both on and off the floor.
Yeah, Meg is just a great human. We've been very fortunate to be able to bring her into our program as a transfer. And people know we don't really take transfers here. We like to build four-year program players, but, we do make exceptions, and that is one that we will forever be grateful for. One, like I said, she's a great basketball player, but she's an even better human. She fights for what's right. She fights for her friends, for her family. And, she's a great student on top of all of that. So she's been a huge asset to us. I think she's well known on campus and within our community as well. Likes to be involved outside of things other than basketball and just, going to class. So, when you have someone to buy into every aspect of the college atmosphere, they're going to get the best of, what's available to them. And I feel like she's fully bought into that. And I hope and I think that she will leave here, with a great experience, and hopefully, this helps prepare her for her next move.
All right, Kenzie King comes here from Harlan, Kentucky. Super intelligent woman, and she may be one of the toughest players that's played here in the last 20 years.
Yeah, Kenzie's great. Her personality sets her apart. She's funny, and like you said, very smart. She's very smart in the classroom, on the court. Her basketball IQ, I've talked about it since day one of getting to know her. She really understands the game. And, her being an undersized post player, her basketball IQ has helped make her to be the player that she is, with the ability of just outsmarting her opponents, knowing what reads to make. But like you said, one of the toughest players. I have no idea how many charges she's taken over her career here. In the last game alone, I think she took 3 or 4. So that's an every game occurrence for her. She bounces up, going into senior year. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to bounce up after your body's been through as much as hers has been through, but she will sacrifice every single day for her teammates. And I think in return, the respect that she has from her teammates speaks volumes.
Cheyenne Johnson, she's been here 6 years. You talk about someone who's resilient. Everything that she's been through on the court with injury, off the floor. She's already graduated. She comes back, wants to be a part of this team. Talk about Kaylee and kind of how her career's progressed.
Yeah, since day one, she's been probably one of the players that I've coached the hardest, but it's all been out of love because I did not want her to underachieve. I could see the athleticism. I could see the talent. And my first year, I played her more at the guard spot. And then after that, I kind of reevaluated, and I felt like moving her down to the post would help, her get the most out of the game. And in return, help us win more games. And made me kind of look like a good coach. But, within our system, our 4 plays a lot on the perimeter as well. But I think that from day one, she's really bought into what we as coaches have tried to do here. And she's, been with me from the beginning, her and Ken's both, and they have helped set the standard and the team culture here. And, they don't bat an eye if we throw something new at them. They just go right along with it. And, KJ is one of those who's been super loyal, will do anything for her teammates, would much rather see success from her teammates rather than herself. And, that's what we try to build our program on. It's all about the team. It's our V over me culture. And like I said, has helped set that from day one. But like you said, off the court has been through so much, on the court with the injuries and all that, but she battles. She's very consistent. We know what we're getting from her. And I'm just thankful that she wanted to come back for the extra year. I think that is a testament to our program, to her teammates. She wanted to be around her teammates for another year and give it one last go around. So we'll forever be grateful for that, for the opportunity to spend another year with her.
Question for you, Coach. You're now in your fourth season here. Senior day, I think, is always special. And I think the longer you're with the program as a coach, they become more special. And you touched on this a little bit because you've got to know these women over the last 3 to 4 years, and talk about that and kind of how this program's evolved and what it means for you to see not only their career ends, but all these women are graduating and the type of people they will become and leave when they leave your program.
Yeah, so when we recruit players, we kind of tell them what their priorities are. The family is always going to be the first priority. Academics is second, and then basketball is third. So to have like that 100% graduation rate, that is very important to me, and that will always be my number one goal with all of our student athletes. But yeah, it's special, and like you say, it gets a little bit harder each year because that's one more year you get to build with those players. So this would be my third year with this group. My fourth year with this group. And so that's just that much more that we've built those relationships on and off the court. So it's a very emotional day for sure, but it's a great day. And I wish we could celebrate them a lot more than just one game because of the amount that they put into the program, into the university. I think they should be celebrated daily because we have great kids. I think we more times than not do what's right, do what's asked. We try to be involved, and it's going to be an emotional day for a lot of people, but good emotions for sure. We can't keep everyone forever. We just hope that we can continue those relationships once they do graduate.
Looking back at basketball now, you're taking on Catawba. They're nationally ranked. Regionally ranked. They're trying to get in the NCAA tournament. They can still tie for the conference title with a win and a Wingate loss. And it's a weird situation. You could play Catawba here on Saturday, and then you could turn right back around and go down there and play them on Wednesday. How do you approach that from a coaching point of view, and how do you prepare knowing there's a very strong likelihood you could be playing them back-to-back games?
Yeah, that's the fun part about basketball, especially down the stretch. But as a coach and as a player, you want to go in, you want to win every single game. So, we're in it to win. And they're a very, very talented team. They are solid from 1 to 5. They have a lot of depth on their bench. So, we're just going to try to go out, win our last game at home, and hopefully get a win for the seniors and finish out our season with a win, hoping to build momentum going into the tournament, whether we play them again or we play someone else. We just, like I said, want to build that momentum.
Keys to victory against Catawba.
We got to take care of the ball with their style of play. They're forcing opponents into 22 turnovers a game. So that's very important. We want to try to control the tempo and not play into their style, which is fast. They want to shoot very early in the shot clock. And then lastly, just like always, we got to rebound.
UVA Wise and Catawba. Tip-off is at 2:00 Saturday for the Friar Center. Fans, you're encouraged to come out around 1:50. We'll honor our 3 senior women. If you can't make it out, you can watch Senior Day festivities and the game live on UVAWiseCavs.com. Coach, as always, thanks for the time.
Thank you.